All right, so I'm going to show you guys Opera is the name. It's a pretty simple song. It's in C. There's a couple of voicings you might want to know about, so that's partially why I do the video. So, intro, it's your basic C 151 thing is C G C E. It's just to round it out. And then I've seen a lot of people go E minor, F, back to the C. That's close. You could do that and it'd sound fine. But it's playing technically it's a C major 7 over E. An easy way to play that would be an E and the bass note, get your C here, and then a B. That's it, just those three notes. And then it goes up to an F in your right hand and a C in your left hand. So altogether it would sound like this. Right. Super simple. I mean, the right hand's just playing and then the left hand's just playing, your C. I mean, that's about as simple as it gets. But it sounds better. I mean, I think it sounds better than the E minor is a little dark. So I think that makes a big difference to voice it correctly, the way it actually is. That's the intro. That takes care of that. The verses are really simple too. It's just gonna be a C. You're gonna hold the C for a while, and then you're gonna go up to a G4, to an A minor, down to F, C over E, back to the G4, and then back to your C. And then you do the intro again. So the voicings, again, you're here on your C, however you want to play that. G4, I'm playing G, C, D, G, and I may or may not play the fifth, so I sometimes voice it as simply as that. To the A minor, just an inverted A minor, A, C, E, A, C, and that makes the F a lot easier because you just go from here to here. And then from there, I go to the C over E, which is, again, I drop the F down to there. E, G, E, bass. Or I could play the C too if I want, so E, C, E, G, C. And then I go back up to the G4. And back to the C. And then intro. So in context, it would sound like... and it just repeats. And it also does that line again to go into the chorus. And then the chorus is going to sound hard. It's going to sound like I'm throwing a lot of chords out there, but it's actually pretty easy. So I'll play it once, shouting out the chords in context, and then I'll try to slow it down. So you're going to go into the chorus on C, up to F, back to a C, A minor, G4 to a G, C over E, F, A minor, F, G4, G, C. And then actually you really want to get that intro line down, because it actually does it a whole lot in the song. But chorus, basic C again, basic voicings. C, G, C, G, C. You can walk this up to that if you want, but C, F, basic inverted F, A, C, F. That's usually what I do. I'll play the F that way inverted, then I'll invert the C there. So I don't have to move very much. And then it goes to A minor. And then there's this. It does this movement a lot too in the chorus, where it's gonna go. It's gonna do that the G4 to the G. So it's G, C, D, and then that it's gonna drop that C down. And it resolves it. So. And then you go to the inverted C. So it's just a C major with, you're just not playing the C as a bass, now you're playing the E. And then same thing, it walks up F, this time in A minor. Then you walk up from the F, F, G, 4, G, C. Again, it sounds like a whole lot of chords, but really, it's really playing off that basic movement of the C to the F, back to the C. Because the second time through, it plays that again. Instead of going, instead of playing the C here, it plays the inversion. Right? It's the same thing as that. It's just you invert the chord, F, and instead of going down to the C, you go down to the A minor, which is related to the C. So it's really the same thing. Just they threw a couple of chord substitutions in there, but it's nothing terribly difficult. It's just knowing, all you need is a good chord chart and look at it and play it through a couple times, and it should start clicking what the pattern actually is. And then it goes back in, plays through another verse. Nothing changes on the verse. Really, the only thing to note is, because it picks up on that second verse, they don't do the movement again. They actually just build up on the C, after the the old O Trampled Death part, and goes up to a big G4 chord, back to C. So nothing really, it does, and it just builds that into the chorus. And then it's gonna play through that again. There's no bridge, so it goes back through and plays another verse, back down low again. And then it goes back into the chorus again. The only thing to note from here on out is that the last line, instead of playing through the last line where it does the "O Lord our God" line, they do the F, they play your classic deceptive cadence, where instead of going to the F, C, or excuse me, F, G, C, they go F, G, A minor the first time, and the second time, or then they end on the C. So that's about it. The only thing that I should probably throw out there is um, I'm playing. This piano has a lot of reverb and compression, so like for the verses, I'm able to just play big chords and that's it. And this is the way I play it. I mean, I'm not playing anything other than just. If you don't have that a keyboard that has that kind of compression and reverb, you might be forced to, right? So you might have to play with a little bit more rhythm, or depending on your band and how many people you have, your singer, that kind of thing. So, but it's a really minimalist song. You don't really have to do anything other than just kind of voice the chords. So that's about it. It was quick, but if you have to rewind, and also you might want to check out the "Worship Together," the chord chart that they have there on the song. You don't even have to look at the actual lead sheet or anything like that. They have the chords there with the lyrics, and those are actually really accurate. So yeah, that would be a good companion to this video is to check those out. So see you guys later.